Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be discussing some MCQs. So coming to our first question is according to Robinson-Ujjawa theorem, steady state growth is possible if the technical progress is option A, only Higgs neutral, B, only Herod neutral, C, only Solow neutral, D, both Higgs and Herod neutral. Now, see, the Ujjawa theorem considers the function that is y is equal to function of k, comma a l. Okay, here k is capital, a is technology and l is labor. Here the technological change, that is a technological change, affects output solely on labor. So this property is known as labor augmenting. Okay, so when it is labor augmenting, then technological progress is Herod neutral. So coming back to our question says according to Robinson-Ujjawa theorem, steady state growth is possible if technical progress is, our option will be Herod neutral. So why it is Herod neutral? Because it is labor augmenting, and when it is labor augmenting, then technical progress is Herod neutral. Okay. Now, our next question is, in the Indian context, the studies of poverty were made by A. Dandekar and Rutt, B. P.K. Vardhan, C. B.S. Minhas, and D. Ahluwalia. Now, these are some committees of the Planning Commission. Now, except Ahluwalia committee, these three committees, that is Dandekar and Rutt, P.K. Vardhan and B.S. Minhas, these committees were related to the studies of poverty. So, our answer is option 3, that is Dandekar and Rutt, P.K. Vardhan and B.S. Minhas. These three committees are related to the studies of poverty. Okay. The next question is, the accelerator model predicts that changes in investment are determined by the changes in interest. B, that is option 2 is output, 3 capital and 4 inventory. Now, see, in the accelerator model, k is equal to function of y. In the accelerator model, k is a function of y, where k means the capital investment, f is the function between capital and output, that is capital is k and y means the national output. Now, according to the accelerator model, capital investment is a function of output, that we have seen from this formula, that capital investment is a function of output. So if there is an increase in demand and economic output, investment will rise to meet the expected demand. So accelerator effect examines the effect on levels of investment from a change in economic output. Okay. So coming back to our question, the accelerator model predicts that changes in investment are determined by the changes in output. Why it is output? Because k is a function of y, k is capital stock and y is the national output. So it determines the relationship between capital and output. Now, the next question is, who among the following is associated with the theory of optimal taxation? Our options are H. Dalton, R. A. Musgrave, U. K. Hicks, and G. Mankiw. Now, what is optimal taxation? We have seen that there are many constraints or problems in our economy, right? So, optimal taxation is the study of designing and implementing a tax that maximizes the social welfare function subject to the economic constraints. Now, see, these three economists, the H. Dalton, R. A. Musgrave, and U. K. Hicks, they were not related with the theory of optimal taxation, but G. Mankiw was related to the theory of optimal taxation. So our correct option is G. Mankiw. Now, our next question is, a deficit in balance of payments can be corrected by, the options are A. Reduction in interest rate, discouraging capital inflows and increase in interest rate, and the last option is restricting remittances. Now, we know that interest rates are increased by government to bring down inflation rates, and this make exports price competitive, and as a result export increases. Now, when interest rate increases, it leads to appreciation of currency, so demand for currency increases. So here our correct answer will be option 3, that is an increase in interest rate. Why? Because when interest rate increases, the price of export increases and the value of currency increases. So deficit in balance of payments can be corrected by an increase in interest rates. Okay. Coming to our last question is, for goods that are unrelated in consumption, efficiency requires that tax rates be inversely proportional to elasticity of demand. This is the definition of the benefits received principle, the second best principle, the inverse elasticity rule, and the Ramsey rule. So the correct answer is the Ramsey rule. So according to this rule, tax rate imposed on the good with high elasticity should be lower than the tax rate imposed on the good with low elasticity. That is, when elasticity of demand is high, tax rate should be low, and when elasticity of demand is low, tax rate should be high. So this is basically the Ramsey rule, which says that efficiency requires that tax rates be inversely proportional to elasticity of demand. I hope you have understood that is inversely proportional to elasticity of demand. That means elasticity of demand is high, tax rate should be low. When elasticity of demand is low, tax rate should be high. So our answer is the Ramsey rule. So these were some questions that I have discussed today. Thank you.